My name is Tom Blakey. I was a member of the 82nd Airborne Division. I was a paratrooper. I went through Normandy, Holland, and the Bulge, and all the rest of Northwest Germany. 6 men in my platoon that was 15 years old. They were not boys, they were men. 2 of them died like men. The other 4 came home. Out of that 4, we got 2 attorneys, a civil engineer, and a preacher. And now those 4 are all gone. There's a few of us left at my age. The museum is going to tell you of their story, and their story is what is important. Not the tanks, not the vehicles, not the airplanes. It's their story, what they did. That's important. You have any questions? Now's the last opportunity you'll have to ask questions. If you don't leave here with a question in your mind, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Yes?
Can I take a picture with you?
If you want to break it in your camera, yes.
Tom here is, Blakey is our, got more hours in this museum than I always tell him, when you put it all together, it's longer than he served in World War II. So, right. But we have hundreds of volunteers who mean so much to us and to our visitors. Tom and the World War II veterans are the living connection to World War II, and while we have them with us, it makes such a wonderful and exciting moment for our visitors to talk with Tom about jumping into Normandy on June 6, 1944.
Greg Hall, how are you, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Thank you for your patriotism.
Thank you for coming to our museum.
Well, I've been waiting to come here a long time.
Well, good. I'm glad you came.
My dad was a World War II veteran. He was in the Corps.
Well, everybody had to be someplace.
Yeah.
Be somewhere.
Yeah. My best friend's dad was at Pearl, I heard you were at Pearl Harbor when it got hit.
Yes.
My best friend's dad was there also. He was at Pearl Harbor when it got hit. He was up on top of one of the hills. He saw the Japanese Zeros coming in, and
they were coming over the northwest.
Couldn't do a thing about it. Just stood there and watched them. Unbelievable.
Thank you for coming to our museum.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Did you see Saving Private Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Did you remember that they were fighting over a little stone bridge at the end of the movie?
Yes, sir.
Where Tom Hanks was killed?
Yes, sir.
This is the bridge.
Oh, my grandfather, he came across at Normandy. He was a timber wolf. I don't know what day he actually landed. I don't know, but
well, the first day it had to be the 1st Division, the 29th Division, or the 4th.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to our museum.
We do appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. I'm just a normal, I think I'm normal, a guy. I've had a delightful life. I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of good things to happen. And it was things that wasn't planned, it just happened. And that's the way the museum is. I just happened here. Joy died. I was in a quandary about my life. I found television and Scotch wouldn't work, so I finally came here when it opened, after it opened. And I've been here ever since. I found a niche. And for my latter part of my life, this is the best thing that probably could have ever happened to me, was to come to the museum. Do you know what a cricket is?
Yeah, it's a bug.
You know what a cricket is. That's a bug is right. You know what a cricket is now, don't you? It's a bug. Well, it is a bug, but it's also a method of identification. If you saw somebody sneaking along back in the dark and you couldn't tell what color uniform he had on, you click him one time. If he's an American, he's going to answer back to Clinton.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Well, but what are you going to do if he doesn't answer? If you don't shoot him, he's going to shoot you.
Yep, you better run.
Get on the front row, you're not in church. I'm not trying to tell them about pieces and deaths, and that's not what I'm trying to tell them about. I'm trying to tell them about what we did for them and their freedom. I had a lady come in with a picture one time, and she showed me the picture and says, "Can you tell me anything about this plane?" This is my father in the picture. I said, "I can tell you a lot about that plane. That's the Pathfinder plane of the 505. Some of those guys I know. Your father I didn't know. They jumped out of that plane. They are the first ones that came into Normandy."
Does it bring back memories for you to see this?
Oh yes, I look up at that plane every morning and think about those guys.
Do you ever see any more people you run across that you serve with?
They're all gone.
I don't either. I don't know but one, and he died. He from over here,
I don't even know one.
right
They're all
after
gone.
Enterprise in Opp, Alabama.
That's a statue that the French gave this area where he's standing, overlooking this little bridge. We fought over this little bridge for 4 days. And we had over 500 casualties in that 4 days. I get a whole lot more from this museum than I can possibly give, and that's my salary, is what I get out of it, is the feeling I get out of it. And I'm serious about coming every morning. I enjoy coming every morning. I take a day off occasionally, yeah. I have really not, I can't drive, so there's no way I can get any place. Diane takes me every now and then some places. We drive, when she's in town, we drive. But other than that, there's no reason. I'm lost when I'm not at the museum.
He doesn't give raises, he gives new titles.
I tell you that even though I don't pay him anything, he still orders me around all the time.
This gentleman fought in Europe, and I fought in the Pacific, and there was a reason. He won the battle in Europe, and I won the battle in the Pacific. But I don't get much credit. He does. Because he's older than I am.